Greetings, I am Lies and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together!
Yes, let us do it!
Alright, so this series has gone on for an impressive amount of time, but I appreciate those of you who have come in and left comments. It has been lovely.
It has been
Thank you for that. Additionally, I am still very charmed that this game was sponsored, and I hope that if you come back and watch this in between our hiatus and hear our continuing, that you do enjoy yourself.
I do
individual.
too.
I hope so. Alright, well, that's true, but still.
Hey, oh, look at me. Concerned. You don't know anything about this guy. You met him at the nightclub and only went on one date.
It's true. Additionally...
Like I did with you?
I said, like you? I met you at school, but he goes to my school. I met you out beating up a guy who was assaulting me. That's how I met you, just to be honest.
Yeah, well, that makes me a good guy, don't you see?
He didn't rescue you from anything. He just offered to buy you alcohol. Okay.
Okay.
But also, like, he's not going to... Based on the setup, he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter talking about him other than going, he may be getting you an illegitimate lead.
Yeah,
all right.
like, only one date. That sounds very fishy to me.
It does. Yeah.
It's so disorienting to see
Ben
him.
has a point. I know, I'm like, why would he just keep his hair that way? On the other hand, if it's the, now Kayla likes me and now we are, you know, the lovey-dovey, I will keep this because I assume she likes this.
Right?
Kind of thing. And maybe she's just, like, flattered the hell out of him for it kind of thing. And he's like, okay, I got it.
Whoa,
I can do it.
Wow.
Hi. What if it's a scam?
Oh, come on. I'm not so dumb that I'd fall for a scam.
If I walk up and it looks sketchy, I'm not going to do it.
Me, staring off into an abyss, as I have known a numerous amount of boomers, and just, like, in general, cis guys
who will talk to
for
bots.
Porn bots.
Who will just talk to bots, thinking they're real people. They just talk to different bots.
I'm like, no, people are dumb.
It's
like,
fine.
People can be dumb.
But Byrne is asserting herself. She's not that dumb.
Wow. I'm like, also, like, plenty of people have fallen for lots of other scams. Involve mega churches, but fuck it. Okay. It'll be fine. Ben, please listen to me. It's very important. I don't think you should go. It's beginning to annoy me that Ben is trying to tell me what to do.
But he's always told you kind of what to do.
He sort of dropped off a lot on it, honestly.
I was going to say, he wasn't as much telling you what to do as just showing up and like, deciding what would happen.
Yeah.
Alex is really tell you what to do, kind of thing. Like, they have different flavors, but, like...
Sort of.
I was just...
And Joey was really, like...
Joey was very much like, I'll be the moody, basically try and guilt you into what I want you to do.
Yes.
And kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Why is he getting so suspicious and acting weird?
You could literally talk to the guy, he goes to this school.
I want to give him a piece of my mind. Talk to Ben honestly about it, or get mad?
Honestly?
What?
That is a wild premium option, and like, as far as the character is concerned, I'm like, this feels like one of those things of take the premium option or you get punished kind of thing. You have to be an asshole unless you pay the premium. Like, that's what that feels like to me. But also, just even with that, I'm like, I don't understand why she would get mad at Ben. Like, he's not telling her she can't go. And yeah, the setup was kind of like, I want to give him peace of my mind. But also, she's been being just more rational and assertive a little bit occasionally. So I feel like it'd be reasonable to talk to him honestly
Especially
about
with, like, multiple
additionally,
her friends
both of her other friends are there. Like, she should feel pretty safe in this situation. Also, it's very much in public.
Yeah, so, oh my god, we're actually going to pay for something because, okay, honesty, I guess, wins the day. Let's just be honest and assuming...
I mean, I'm very tired of Byrne, like, lying, but I also don't feel like that she just lies because she's angry in general. Her character has seemed very much like she lies when she's overwhelmed and scared.
And she lies because she's afraid, unlike Mr. in My Nurse Girlfriend, which was just lying because it was funny or entertaining, or he didn't want to
or because he just didn't want to appear...
extreme toxic masculinity, basically.
Yeah.
Like, look, Ben... I really don't appreciate you telling me what to do.
This is the assertiveness option. Yes!
It's my life, you know? Yes, I know, but I'm just worried about your safety.
The side eye, the guilty face.
But you don't have to be. No, I actually don't agree with you, Byrne.
I mean...
You don't have to worry about me. I mean, I can worry about you.
Right, but he doesn't have to. And, okay, that language can be taken a few different ways, okay? So hear me out for a second, and then you can posit your thing. Like, so... When somebody goes, but I worry about you, and it's a dude, in most of my experience, it's so therefore I'm entitled to interaction.
Okay.
And going, you don't have to worry about me, meaning you don't need to have that interaction, and you're not obligated to have interaction with me. It's not saying you can't worry about me. It's saying you don't need to do a service for me by worrying about me.
Okay,
That's my familiarity with it.
Okay, I just don't know if I'd consider that, though. Like, again, I'm not doing you a service. I am worrying about you because you're my friend.
Except for...
Like, that doesn't work for me. Do you see where I'm... Like, that doesn't...
Okay, there's a difference between I'm worried about you because I'm your friend, and I'm going to make you do something because I'm worried about you. Separate things.
Yeah, but I don't think Ben is trying to make her do anything, which is also why this is stupid to me.
I think he's trying to make her not go.
I think he's saying, I don't think you should, but I didn't really get the thing that he was going to grab, like, burn or get in her way. So Ben has lost a lot of his bite and basically whatever else. I don't believe he'd do anything at this point.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry, the writers can't keep to a consistent character. See, I would have believed earlier Ben would have totally been like, I'm going to try to stop you.
Yeah.
This Ben is not going to anymore.
Okay.
I don't believe
Perhaps
that at all.
She doesn't know that, though, based on her experience.
I mean, obviously the character doesn't know that at all either, because she's saying, I want to give Ben a piece of my mind. She assumes that Ben is actually trying to stop
control her.
Him expressing that I'm concerned, I really don't think you should do that, which is all he has said, and so has Kayla, and so has Mark. But this is just taking this out on Ben, because the only people who matter in this situation really are her love interests, and... Which makes the story really weird in regards to like a meta kind of thing.
Additionally, though, there's experience of Kayla said it like once, Mark said it once, he said it like 3 different times.
And that's fine. That doesn't mean he's stopping you physically. He's not going to physically stop you. He's going to, I really don't think you should do this. That's not, hey, I'm stopping you.
It's the, I won't quit having this conversation until you agree with me. So if you keep having this conversation and can never leave the lunchroom and can never walk away and can never even get away from it, and you keep having this conversation until he follows you to the event, still having this conversation, even though he won't stop you, like, these are things you can perceive. I've just been harassed by a lot of guys, okay? But also, I feel like from her point of view...
I know you have, but also I know sometimes there will be one person of your friend group who will go, I will be the designated one since the other ones are obviously uncomfortable with it, and they've said their piece once or twice, and I'm going, hi, really fucking stupid. I really don't think you should do it. Now, I'm not going to absolutely talk to you, but I'm like, I would really like to know why you want to go then.
Or like, do something. And I think for her character, this works really well.
Okay.
I think she still perceives that he would try to stop
And I'm not
her.
saying she doesn't. I'm saying I don't get it.
Okay, that's all right.
I thought I clarified that already. Like,
well, and if you don't get it, that's okay. I feel like it makes sense for her.
But you don't have to be. You're not a little kid. Are you sure you're not just jealous because Brody asked me out? Ben's face wrinkles into a scowl. Of course I'm not jealous of that other guy, but I'm worried about you because I care for you. He suddenly wraps his arms around me and pulls me close. It's a tight, comforting hug. I can feel his breath down the back of my neck.
Because he's really tall.
His arms feel so safe and secure. I get lost in the embrace for a minute, but eventually return to my senses. I don't want him to hug me now. This is actually also, so people have talked about this, and this is sort of funny to me because I have seen, and it has actually been an aggressive tactic that I've heard a lot of people talk about cis men use against women in particular, of going like, you're having a conversation, you're saying things I don't like, you're going off about something I'm not interested in, or whatever else. I'm going to literally physically stop you by kissing you, holding you, controlling your body, or whatever else. I'm going to actually physically get in your way for whatever it is that you're doing.
It's that sort of old romance trope that you'll see not only in like Indiana Jones films, but even
the
like
woman
really,
protesting. Yeah.
I was just say really classical like golden age of Hollywood black and white films.
Oh God, yeah.
Where it's the woman going, no, I don't want it, no, I don't want it, and then he forces a kiss on her, and she resists, and then she melts, kind of thing. The quote melts, then she leans into it.
Yeah.
That sort of thing of, I don't like what you're saying, I don't like that you're resisting, so I will force basically a physical barrier on you.
Right. I mean, in this case, him actually doing the I hug you thing is like, that's too far for me.
I also think it's really interesting, though, that she's like, I melt into it because it is this warm, comforting, contact-oriented presence. And then I realize the context socially. This isn't just a warm embrace that is a hug. This is him specifically getting up into my space. And the thing is, it's like, sometimes when people talk about being basically isolated or touch-starved or whatever, they'll be like, any contact is just so impactful that it just bowls me over. And I feel like that's some of what's been happening with Byrne, where she's just like, he's a really good kisser. Wow, the hug is so warm, kind of thing of going, she's not really used to people touching her. Her dad, I don't think, has ever really touched her.
It also could be just a lot of, like,
also,
not
we've never
positive.
seen her grandma ever.
No.
since he offered to have her grandma come over and watch her. We've never seen her grandma ever.
Yeah, there's no family. It's
Yeah,
fine.
anyways, but I was going to say, I like that she's asserting here, I don't want him to hug me now, but after she's like, oh, I'm having this physiological reaction to this experience, and I'm having an experience of going, my emotions respond to this warm, quote, embrace. And then I go, whoa, context, intellectual presence, I don't want this.
Right? I don't want him to hug me right now. I want him to respect my autonomy.
Wow.
Wow, that is a degree further than I expected this game to go.
Me too. Holy crap. Good job.
I was right, though. I'm like, that is a control tactic.
It is. It's a control tactic.
I slowly pull away. Look, Ben, I'm sorry. I appreciate you caring for me, but I want to make my own decisions. Not only is it good for my blog, but I can earn money too, and that's the only thing I care about. But I thought you were getting a part-time job. Yes, but if I do both, I can get more.
Actually, if you work more than one job, you can get more money. It's so weird.
And you're a really beautiful girl. That's why I'm worried someone might want to take advantage of you, you know, like me.
Guys
like the guy
out there in the world, they could do things to you.
But I'm a nice guy.
But I would never do that. But I know guys can do that.
I'm afraid to know, honestly, like, based on all of these dudes, them being rejected would be, and they could actually believe it.
That they would be the dangerous guy.
They would totally be the dangerous
That
dudes.
they would be the type of guy that they're trying to protect her from, ostensibly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Because there's a difference between being nice and there's a difference between being good. Like, genuinely, these are nice guys.
And I'm going, just because someone is pretty doesn't mean other people are going to take advantage of them. In fact, actually, most predators take advantage of vulnerable people, not pretty people.
It's actually a stereotype.
It is. In fact, there is this this idea that, you know, predators will take advantage of pretty people because they're just so beautiful that you can't resist. And in general, it is far more, when they're an actual predator, about how vulnerable and targetable the victim is.
Yes, and actually they talk about most people who are targeted are actually usually either related to or you already know that person. It's not a random fucking stranger on the street. It is probably somebody you know. Most of the time. Period. Statistically, they're like, it is really someone you know.
Even when they're not super close to you, it's someone that's in your school, someone that has seen you around in the same bar over and over again, and they're in the same college group as you, kind of thing. Like, or you're in the same, go to the same parties together. They are an acquaintance.
Part of your life.
They're at least an acquaintance, and they know you. They don't just pick you out of the blue.
Take advantage of you, and I don't want to share that beauty with anyone else.
Whoa, that follow-up is way different. They could take advantage of you, and I don't want them having access to your body. What? So it doesn't matter that they'd be assaulting you or coercing you or basically harming you in some way. What matters is that then you wouldn't be exclusive to being shared with me.
Yeah.
That is what that line says to me, and that's so uncomfortable to me.
That is disturbing. I'm sorry. Whoa. Hey, we're back into it. I blush slightly.
Uncomfortably,
but I stand my ground. I'm sorry, Ben, but I've already decided.
Kayla and I'm just standing there watching, going, I'm seeing the ping pong ball get hit back and forth.
Right.
Kind of rooting for our friend.
Right, I'm going to do it. Ben gives an exasperated sigh and throws his hands into the air. I feel a slight sense of victory.
Good job.
Anyway, I've made my decision and I will be going on Saturday. Please, guys, all I want is your support. This is so clear, like, all I'm expecting is this.
I was gonna say, this is wild amount of clear communication from Byrne. Like, this sounds insane. Like, I didn't hit the turns a corner moment that's specifically like the moment of clarity where you decide to do something different. Yeah. Because Byrne didn't specifically share it with us, or if it was meant to be there, I missed it somewhere lost in translation.
But, like, I wasn't kidding. This game changed.
I was gonna say, it's almost like the first half and second half are directed by completely different people. This is wild. And if this is the arc they've been building up to, of, soft, innocent, basically sheltered and submissive girl,
poorly done,
grows into a more self-confident, thoughtful decision-making, independent person. The arc was not there. It was like, here's consistent, and then we fell off a cliff.
Yeah, no, this was grossly,
which is cool that she's trying to do that.
Underwritten in that way.
I'm also slightly afraid she's gonna get punished for it.
Of course she's gonna get punished for it. I gotta tell ya.
If they're going for an arc, maybe she won't be. Maybe that's why they're trying to resolve her character. Who knows?
No, she keeps getting punished everything she picks. Even as she gets more assertive, she gets more and more punished for it regardless of what she does, because she is pretty, she is delicate, she is soft, she is all these other things. I really thought you would be happy for me.
Just keep kind of staring at Mark's eyes, because there's this really interesting experience where both the pupils and the irises are diamond shaped.
Yes.
Like, he is not a human being, and it's amazing.
Right? Mark and Kayla exchange glances.
We do support you. We just want you to be safe. You know, risk aware, informed. Yeah, we can't tell you what to do, and I wouldn't try.
You do have your phone, yeah? You do have, your information. How about we go to the place with you?
Uh-huh.
Why do you need to go by yourself? Why?
Right? Additionally, okay, so most people that I know that have gone to, or know of, because I don't know any, like, very many personally, and I haven't for a long time,
Right.
they, like, go to casting calls, that go to model auditions, that go to whatever it is.
Never go alone, as far as I understand.
I have no idea about that. They always take a friend, because why wouldn't you take a friend?
Yes.
Because also they usually have friends who are also thespians or interested in modeling or interested in doing performance of some way. And so they all go and try out together. And there's a lot of like supporting this in that way. And I've never heard like you always go with someone. Like I really haven't heard that, but it always is. Like every person that I've known that's interested in performance is fairly social, has a group of friends or like a small like, social group that does this and they go together. What's up? My friend's dying of laughing here. They're like quietly just snickering their ass off. What's up?
Did you say thespians?
Yeah.
It's thespian.
Okay.
We've changed! It's the theatrical lesbian.
I mean, they exist.
I know!
I've
But
heard
it's
it said-
thespian!
I've heard it said both ways.
It's thespian.
Okay.
It is period thespian because it's always a P. There is no B. Thespian.
Okay. Are you okay?
Thespian.
I'm not kidding.
Where are the thespians? They're the theatrical people from Thebes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god!
I will keep it in mind. Yeah, thespian. Okay.
It's thespian.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh
Like, I don't know.
God.
I've just heard it like as many times as I've ever heard it said, it's usually 50-50. So I've never really thought about
It's
it that
also
much.
probably the fact that people have been mispronouncing it, but it's thespian.
That's fine. Or it could
And
be a
not
regional
thespian.
thing depending on your accent.
It's thespian. I appreciate that. That is the
Words
literal word.
sound different depending on people's accents. That just is how it works. Tomato, tomato. It doesn't sound that way. It's just, no, but it's tomato. And I'm not saying it's the same, but I'm saying I've heard it said
It's potato,
equally both
potato.
ways. So
I know,
kind of
I know.
thing.
There's Appalachia.
But it's
Appalachia.
an A. You can't say potato.
Appalachia.
Potato. It's an A.
Hey,
And you go, okay, it's a P. It's thespian. It's fine. So please, just be careful, because no one's going to go with you or join you or anything like that. But do it. You're gonna survive. You'll be fine.
Theatrical lesbians are here to get us.
There are
Don't
plenty
worry,
of them.
guys. I will. You're all worrying for nothing.
For nothing.
Famous fucking last word. I don't believe this game for a second. At last, the day of the shoot has arrived. I'm so excited.
Question: did you go to an audition before the shoot to get picked for it?
Nope. She
also,
instantly apparently was able to go in with no
and she has
interview,
no interview, no credentials, no nothing. I'm going to show up on site,
no
and
references.
no one knows I'm coming. But Brody's actually taking you, which is interesting,
Oh.
because he's like,
Oh.
I know of a company, not I'm connected to this company. I just know of a company.
That is very different. I'm waiting outside for Brody to pick me up. Ben hasn't really spoken to me since our argument.
Was that an argument?
I don't know. Wait till I show him my portfolio. He'll regret doubting me, and they'll be beautiful.
You're going to get a portfolio from this shoot? As far as I understand,
No.
from the modeling community, from doing headshots, from doing voice acting or
You
regular
have to
acting,
do your own portfolio.
you create your own portfolio. Sometimes it has material in it from jobs that you've done, but you actually get a professional person to shoot you a portfolio to get you a good, headshot, these kinds of things. Like, they don't just give them to you. And there have been several jobs that I've seen from independent, companies trying to produce these where they're like, what we will do is we will give you a professional headshot or a shot from this to go in your portfolio as part of your pay, because they're trying to cut costs because they're an independent company.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
like it is, they don't just give you a portfolio. And most shoots that you go to, they don't give you copies of the photos at all in any way.
Yeah, Brody finally pulls up. He gets out of the car to greet me. Hey, Burr, and there you are. You're looking gorgeous as always. Brody
Aye.
plants a gentlemanly kiss the back of my hand.
Freezes. He does this, and it just short circuits my brain as he bows down theatrically, grabs your hand, and sticks it to his face.
And moi.
Ah.
Milady. Tilt. Follow me.
Oh my God, tilts the head. It's the milady.
Yes.
He's the milady dude. Oh my God.
I giggle and let me lead me into the car. Actually, like, wow. All right, now I'm sitting on the side again.
It's
this
fine.
car looks really familiar.
Aye.
As soon as we start driving, I begin to feel nervous. I remember all the questions my friends had.
Are you okay, sweetheart? You look a little pale.
Well, I didn't put on blush today.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Are you worried about the photo shoot?
No, just I feel a little weird.
I actually feel like it's
wonder-
really strange because, I didn't audition for this. I haven't ever been there before. I haven't met any of the people. I'm not familiar with the company. I didn't Google it in between.
I'm a child of this day and age.
It occurs to me right in this moment that I should have asked more questions to even by myself to, the internet at large.
Right? I wonder if this is a good idea.
What are you talking about? Of course it is. You're just nervous because it's your first time. But I know you'll do great.
Technically, it's not my first time. Actually, I did this modeling thing with Nate for, one of his photo shoots.
Nope, first time. Just pretend you're posing for pictures for your blog.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I really am worrying for nothing. We soon arrive at the studio.
Oh dear, but we're gonna have to arrive at the studio.
In the next one!
Here we are. This is where we will capture your beauty.
Yep. It's a hotel room. It's a bed. This is totally a porn shoot.
Oh dear, we're in a lot of trouble. All right, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. If you are having a good time with us, please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below, and we would actually really appreciate if you did so anyway, because we have some goals that we are trying to achieve this year. We could really use your support if you can. And then I have been Scandal.
And I don't want this to go badly. And I have been Lies. And it was great playing with you. Bye!